Here we go. Hopefully this thing goes live, and it is live. Looks like. Hey, what is up, guys? John from Magic Tech Review, and I am back here tonight again. As always, as promised, every night going live for at least like a month. Need to get them views up. Need to get that watch time up. Here with CV Tech, joined tonight. We're trying to get Mill Hustles on here as well. So yeah, everybody say hi to CV Tech.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm beginning to wonder if we're live because it says that people are waiting for the live stream to start. So maybe it's live. Oh. You may have to start over again because apparently we just now went live.
The individual says array. So there you go. As long as the individual is in here saying array, then we know we're good.
Okay, there we go.
So can you... All right, can you guys hear us? Yeah, we're having a kind of like a weird start. I don't know. It's so strange, man. Like I was on the Hangouts app and I was doing it, putting it together and everything. And it said can't save monetization settings and it can't do this and can't do that. So, but I learned with YouTube to just literally just go with it usually. And it just kind of works itself out.
So, yeah, I got a few people in here tonight and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah,
I see him popping in.
So what we gonna discuss, man? What we gonna hit on first?
All right, guys. So let me set the tone here, guys. Okay. So we all have mobile carriers. We all have cell phones. Obviously, if you're watching me right now, you're probably watching me from a cell phone. We all have our pet peeves about certain phones. You know, LG, Samsung. Now this video is not to disparage any particular company. We're just going to talk about every company and what we don't like and what we do like and whatever. And hopefully, you know, Metro PCS, T-Mobile, whatever the heck we start talking about, Samsung, LG. Hopefully there's a watch this video and can learn from us what we don't like about the particular products. So like I said, if you're one of these big companies or whatever, it doesn't mean that I don't want you to send me your products. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to know what we don't like about your products in particular, and maybe in the future to change it.
Yeah, and also I want to go ahead and apologize for the dim lighting. I thought it'd be brighter than this tonight, but apparently it ain't. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
Okay. But yeah, man, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you just great, though. At least
sounds good.
Got the headset out. So, all right. So where do we want to start? Where do we want to start, man?
You want to start with phone manufacturers, or do you want to start with carriers?
Yeah, let's start off with carriers, man. What's your carrier that you just like grinds your gears, man? What's one of the carriers that grinds your gears?
I gotta say right now, you know, one carrier that really grinds my gears would be T-Mobile. And the reason I would say T-Mobile is for the fact that, you know, looking at the coverage from the past 3 years in my area, they've not improved. As much as they're talking about, as much as they say they're going to improve service, improve coverage, they really haven't done anything. And you can call them over and over again, and they tell you the same thing. They're working on the towers, they're doing this, they're doing that, and they ain't going to do nothing. So, as far as a carrier, you know, or MVNO, T-Mobile, Metro PCS, overall is solid. It's just that their reception and their coverage is, I mean, everybody talks about Sprint and how bad they are, but I really believe that T-Mobile has them beat overall, unless you live in a really big city to where you are always in a main coverage area.
Right.
But now, as far as a carrier in a whole, I would say any track phone brand, for the main fact of customer service is beyond terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's oh my God, customer service, man. Like everything's smooth. You know what I'm saying? Everything's smooth until you hit a little bump in the road. You know what I'm saying? You got to switch your phone out, or you got to do something with your plan or whatever. Man, it is crazy, man. It takes like an act of Congress, you know, just to switch a SIM card or something like that. You got to like repeat it to them like 2 or 3 times. And then they got to switch you over to like Oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
I
and
cannot stand
you
that.
know, if you ain't careful, they'll end up screwing your account up. They'll end up hitting a button and canceling your service. They'll end. I mean, like I say, before I left Total Wireless, I had them for 3 months and had no problem whatsoever. But after three, right at 3 months, they started to really, they was changing my date on my expiration dates. They was adding people to my account. I mean, it was just weird stuff. Um,
Right, right.
I was like, you know what? I want to leave this carrier, not Total Wireless itself, because they really provided really good, service, LTE. It always worked, but I really did not feel like having possibly my number gone after having a number for 10 years. So
Yeah, I feel you, man. Especially on a customer service representative like me. I work at Target right now. I've worked at Cricket, worked at Boost, worked at Metro. Man, it is so tough sometimes to get the number to port over and all that, and then you got to call in. Man, especially straight talk, bro. Straight talk. You talk about getting your number over somewhere. Man, you do not want to mess with straight talk, man.
now I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Actually, I gotta get his chicken nuggets out real quick. So,
Now, I'll wait till he comes back before I talk about straight talk and Total Wireless about porting numbers over. Because while some may have some really bad experiences with port outs or port ins, I must have got very lucky, y'all. I mean, just being real. So I want to say hey to some of y'all. Chevy Cup Racer, Jonathan Ezell, Diesel Dog Walker, Chad Middleton. What's up? How's it going, everyone? Shay Kennedy, how you doing? I was just doing some shout outs there before you came back. But the deal with Straight Talk, Total Wireless, I know I hear a lot of negative about porting in, porting out from those carriers. I was very fortunate. When I called Boost Mobile, I gave them my IMEI number to my current phone. I gave them my PIN number. They submitted it once. Something wasn't right with it, and they submitted it one more time. They says it's been confirmed. They're going to release the number. It's in process. In 10 minutes, it was ported. When I ported to Total Wireless, it was easy as butter, man, smooth as
mm.
butter. I mean, and porting out, it was just as easy. Had no problem whatsoever. Everything ported over to Boost Mobile with no hiccups, no problem whatsoever. So honestly, I believe a lot of problems people have run into with porting in or porting out from Straight Talk, Total Wireless is the fact that they don't have the right information. They, you have to have the IMEI number, and I think a lot of times they might give the DEC number, or they might give the other number that resembles the IMEI number, but is missing one number, and that's why it always gets kicked out. So you got to really be sure that you have the IMEI number and not the DEC or the hex number or anything like that. That'll be right there. That's where they have the biggest problem.
Yeah, and sometimes they make it unclear because sometimes they say, "Oh, the SIM card number," you know what I'm saying, or the last 15 of the SIM card number, or it's all Oh, well, the account number is your phone number, and it just like why can't they just make it one separate number that what I'm saying, that it's just universal for all carriers? It's like all carriers have their own little thing that just like. And then if somebody loses their phone, oh my God, what I'm saying? What are you going to do then?
Exactly. And I mean, the deal, like, when I talked to Total Wireless, I talked to an actual manager up in management at Total Wireless. And I said, now I hear a lot of people have problems porting out from Total and that you won't release the number. They say, we always release the number. They say, there's no problem there. They say, and she even told me, she said, the reason why people have a hard time porting out from us is that they give the wrong information. She said people, like I said, will give their phone number, they will give their SIM number, they will give maybe the DEC number, not the actual IMEI number. They'll give an IMEI to a different phone. And she said that's where people have a lot of hiccups at, is because they give the wrong information whenever all they got to do is call us or talk to somebody higher up, like when I'm talking to a manager, and they said, we'll give you all the information that you need. And she even said, I said, well, how about my PIN number? She said, you don't even need your PIN number, but you do. You do need your PIN number. if you're going to pour it over, because trust me, go ahead and give it to them, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
See,
simple as that.
my thing is, if you want to pour it out, why can't you just send a text message to the company and say, I want to pour it out, need my account number, and boom, you know what I'm saying? And 30 seconds later, you get your account number and your PIN number or whatever the heck, you know?
That's what I like about Cricket, is when you go to like the My Cricket app or whatever and log in, you know, when you go to sign out, it gives you your account number right there. No need to
Every time you
call
make a
anyone.
payment, it gives you your account number.
Exactly, and it makes it so easy. You know, because I mean, for Cricket, all you got to do is just give them that account number, give them your PIN number, and you're done. I mean, it's simple as that.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to hide the stuff, bro. It's like, come on, like if you want to leave, you're gonna leave regardless. You're gonna find the account number, so you might as well just give it up.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of people that says, you know, it's impossible to get your account number from like Boost Mobile. No, it's not. I've got my account number from Boost Mobile several times, and you know, all that you got to say um, is when you say I want my account number. Of course, they're going to say, well, we got to ask why. All you got to do is say service is just not good in my area. If it is or if it ain't, just say service is not good in my area. I'm not really satisfied, and they'll say, okay, well, hang on one second. We'll give you your account number, and you're done.
How
I
about
mean,
this? I tell them, why do you want your account number? Because it's my freaking account. How about that?
I think I
Like
have. Whenever there
that's
was
like
one,
that's like bro, that's like you calling up your like electric company and be like, hey, oh, what? Let me get my account number. Oh, why do you want it?
mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Why do I want it?
I
What
mean,
the?
if they ask me why do I want it, I know it's policy. They got to ask why do you want it? But if I tell them, well, my service is not that great, I'm not really happy with it. You know, I really want my account number. If they say, you know, okay, well, hold one second, we'll get it for you. Now, if they keep on saying, well, we need, I'm gonna say, listen, it's my account number, it's my line, give it to me. I'm gonna get it anyway. And then finally
Yeah.
they'll say, well, hold, sir, and then
Well,
we'll get your account
they're
number.
gonna keep pestering you, bro, and they're gonna be like they're gonna transfer you to customer service rep, and then they're gonna start asking you questions, and they're gonna be like, oh, we can send you this, and we can do this for you, we can do that for you. Like I don't know,
I
like I feel like once you're at that porting stage, it's like they should have already done what they were promising to do to begin with. You know what I'm saying? That's why
mm-hmm,
you're
mm-hmm.
leaving. Don't start promising and giving stuff now.
And you know, honestly, I believe that you know, postpaid is worse than prepaid. Prepaid is pretty easy to get your account number. Postpaid sometimes it's more like pulling teeth, you know, than it is, you know, than it is prepaid.
And what's up, everybody? I see you guys in the chat. Hey, hit a one if you guys can hear us and see us clearly. Please hit a one so we know that we are coming through, guys. Apparently, there's some kind of glitching on YouTube tonight on some live streams or whatever. Thank you, Chad Middleton, for letting us know about that. So let us know one in the chats if you can see us and hear us clearly. So
Yeah, Lucha Tech, they're always saying that vaping is worse than smoking. They're doing all they can to get people to quit vaping because it's taking money away from the government whenever people are
mhm.
going to vaping. That's all it is.
Absolutely, man. I mean, big pharma, man, big tobacco, man. They are big proponents of the political system and giving tons and tons of money. So they're losing money. They're losing revenue because
Exactly, and the more people go to vaping, the more people ain't smoking, the less the tobacco companies are making, and the less the government's getting. They don't like it, so they're gonna do whatever they can to make vaping sound terrible.
mhm.
So yeah, thanks for everyone watching tonight and everyone leaving ones and everybody commenting tonight.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
okay, okay. Wait a minute here. So Jeffrey Plant says, I currently have Total Wireless. Is the account number the IMEI of your first phone or your current phone? I have changed my phone a few times. It is the IMEI of the current phone active on your account. So if your first phone on Total Wireless was just say, I'm going to throw out the I'm just going to throw out the LG Fiesta was on Total Wireless, and if you went to the iPhone SC, then if your iPhone SC is the current IMEI on your account, it'll be your iPhone that you give them as your IMEI number because that's currently on your account. Jeffrey. So if that helps, and you also need, whenever you call in Total Wireless and say, well, give me your 4-digit PIN number, you'll also need that 4-digit PIN number when you pour it out. So you just need to IMEI your current phone and the PIN and the PIN number to get into your account whenever you for whatever carrier you're going for.
All right. So some of these companies, man, they have some ridiculous kind of like fees and things going on. Like, what I'm saying, if you go in store, they all pretty much have where you have to pay $3 to $5 to make a payment. I've never heard of such a crazy thing in my life, but what I'm saying.
And also in the whole talking about why does anybody go into a carrier store and make a payment? Especially for prepaid, whenever you can go into a Walmart or anywhere or Walgreens and just buy a phone card and add it without any problems, and it's free. If you don't want to do auto pay, or if you don't want to set up your credit card or debit card or whatever, then go into a store and buy a card. Or you can now go to like Walmart.com, Target.com, find your prepaid carrier, and order it, have it emailed, sent to you. I've done that numerous times. You ain't even gotta leave your house. Have the PIN code sent to you, add it, and you're ready to roll.
Yeah, I understand that, but see, this is the thing: is that a lot of these companies, Boost, Metro, Cricket, they target low income areas, right? So what does that mean? A lot of these people, they literally walk to wherever they go. You know what I'm saying? Though. They don't have access to Walmarts or Kmarts or Targets or whatever the case may be. I mean, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But usually there's a lot of walk-in traffic. You know what I'm saying? They don't have cars or whatever. They'll put it right beside projects. They'll put it right beside big apartment complexes that don't have high incomes or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everybody in there don't have their own vehicles, but that's usually the case. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of walk-up traffic.
Even convenience stores, most of them have I've seen some where they have a card that works that has every prepaid, it has Metro, Cricket, AT&T prepaid, Verizon prepaid, Boost Mobile, Virgin Mobile, right there, and so
but they're kind of saying, don't come into our stores. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're basically saying. They don't want you to come into the stores. They don't want to deal with customers or something. I don't know what they're trying to do, but that literally is driving people away. Like, why would you charge them extra to come into your store? Exactly. You should be having open arms, like, oh, well, if you make 3 payments inside the store, we'll give you, I don't know, throw them a freaking case. You know what I'm saying? These cases, you guys don't even know like how much they actually pay for these cases and these cell phone chargers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just throw them a free case, throw them a free whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And, you'll literally bring in so much more traffic to your stores.
Exactly. And greedy, and for the pennies that they give for these chargers and cases, that ain't going to hurt them none to throw a case in every once in a while. Not all the time, but come on now.
Yeah. Just make it have a little stamp card. You know what I'm saying? You pay, every time you come pay your bill at that particular store, you get a little stamp on your card or whatever, 5, 6 times or 3 times or whatever, and they throw something free at you. You know what I'm saying? Have like a, level 1 tier that you can get. You know what I'm saying?
After 5 stamps, you get, this. After 10 stamps, you get this, and just stuff like that. Like you say, why, why go into a Boost store or a Cricket store or Metro, wherever, and say, I want to pay my bill? Well, that's gonna be $5 more just to make a payment. For them just to process in store, that makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that really triggers me, bro, because it makes it so people don't want to come into your store. You know what I'm saying? And you want people to come into your store every month to see what you've changed, to see your new sales, to bring new people in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Heck, you could be with your homie and be like, hey man, I'm gonna go pay my bill real quick. You say, oh well, let me come in with you. You know what I'm saying? And boom, you got another customer in there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got workers in there that actually want to sell somebody a phone instead of just sitting there like, we don't care if you buy something or not, then you could have another stores you go into and the people you deal with The experience you had the first time you go in there is going to all depend on if you go back. Because I'm telling you, there's
Yep.
been
And
some
see, there
excursions.
go. That's a perfect example. Rose Jane said, "I have a car. It's sitting in front of my house with a blown head gasket." Yeah, a lot of people, they have cars, they have vans, or whatever the case may be, but something goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? So they might
Mm-hmm.
be on foot patrol. They might be on the bus. You know what I'm saying? I've ridden the bus. I still ride the bus to this day, even though I have a van. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind
Mm-hmm.
taking public transportation. I'm not above, what I'm saying, taking public transportation. I love it, man. It's
Yeah,
refreshing
yeah,
sometimes to actually have to sit and wait and take a bus.
yeah. There you go. I mean, yeah, nothing wrong with it at all.
A lot of people, man,
And
they see themselves as too high and mighty that they
mm-hmm.
can't, hop on a bus or something like that. Nah, man, not Magic, man. He'll jump on a bus anytime, man. Whether
Yeah,
shoot, if I become a millionaire one day, I'll still ride the bus, man.
there you go. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, I think it's messed up for these carriers in stores to charge anybody. You know, even a dollar is ridiculous. Whenever all they got to do is just take a payment. I mean, all it is just a way to make money. I mean, that's all. It's all about the money. I mean, if you can go if you can buy a prepaid card in store, if you can pay online, if you can call in and make a payment, they don't charge you nothing. Then why would they charge you in store? I mean, that makes
Mm.
no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. So that's one big pet peeve right now with carriers. Is the fact that what they charge in stores is ridiculous sometimes. Like you say, you can get cases for about they pay nothing. They pay pennies for cases and put a price of like $30 on them. I mean, I guess that's where they make their money. That's fine and dandy because I mean, if people buys it, then people's going to buy it.
Yeah, but they're gonna go run. They're running to Amazon. They're running to eBay. So they're
Exactly.
fueling this whole online thing. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Instead of like, all right, let's bring down the price a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's be competitive. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
I just bought 5 cases. And I bought them all on eBay. I bought 3 or 4 Galaxy S7 cases and one iPhone case, and I paid 20 some dollars for 5 cases, where it would have cost me that for one case for my iPhone SC at Walmart for one good case. For $20, and I paid that for 5 cases on eBay, brand new. Got them all in the mail, and they're brand spanking new. So I
Hmm.
mean, there you go.
Yeah, I see a lot of people joining on in. Vincent Diaz here. Jason Branch is here. So, guys, in the chat, go ahead and tell us what triggers you about certain carriers or whatever, and we'll kind of pick and choose which ones we kind of highlight or whatever. But just give us some little things here and there that you don't like about certain carriers, certain stores, certain phone manufacturers, whatever it is. We're just going to get it all out in the air tonight. So hopefully some of these carriers can actually, notice what's going on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not to be like, not to pick on any certain carrier, any certain phones. Obviously, I'm a tech channel and I love sponsors, you know what I'm saying? But
Hell
we
yeah.
just want to have a discussion tonight about what we don't like. You know what I'm saying? Also, CV Tech, man, I want them to know where they can follow you on Twitter, bro, because I want them to follow you on Twitter.
Yeah. Please. Twitter at CV_tech1. You can find me on there. Starting to share a lot more on there, and retweets. Hit them retweets. Also on
Yeah.
Instagram at CV_tech1 as well. I'm not on there active on there as much as it used to be, but Twitter I am. So yeah, go on there and retweet some things.
All right. Yeah. And me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So usually if I put something on Instagram, I push it out to all the 3 of them or whatever. So yeah, follow me guys on the social media platforms or whatever. I have them all in my info. Obviously, if you're subscribed to CV Tech, which you should be, you should not be sitting in this chat right now if you're not subscribed to CV Tech. Okay, because I think a lot of these people are, but yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's the plug for tonight. We want more social media, more social media kind of presence on there. You know what I'm saying? So when we do put stuff out there for you guys can help us out, right?
So yeah, I mean, and we'll also check the comments a little bit here, and we'll read a few comments comes in here. Like what's right here says, the general triggering lock devices. Period. Now I don't I can see where they come from. in some, locking. I think that Metro is really good with their 3 months policy. To me, I don't think it's bad. And honestly, what's good about Metro is that if you have their service for 1 month and you don't pay it no more, even though you don't pay it no more, after 3 months, they will still unlock your phone. They unlock my ZTE Blade Z Max after 3 months of not even being active. So I think that's pretty solid. 3 months is not bad. But now with this whole 6 months, this whole year, where you got to have the same phone on the same account and nothing changed for one solid year before they unlock your phone, that's just messed up, and that's where I got a problem with as well.
Right, right. So, definitely the unlocking stuff, man. Obviously you can get your unlocks, from different companies or whatever if you really need to right away. I kind of understand where they're coming from, because I mean, obviously, if you give away a phone for free, such as the Blade Z Max, you at least want people to use it for at least 3 months. I mean,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see that as a big thing.
Nah, 3 months. I believe that 3 months. If you pay the unlimited plan for 3 months, you're giving $150. In 3 months payments. I believe that's good enough right there to where they can unlock your phone. And I believe that kind of shows good for Metro as well, saying, well, in 3 months' time, we'll unlock your phone and hopefully you'll stick around with us. If not, then, is what it is. But I believe that these carriers like Boost Mobile, all the track phone affiliates who make you wait one solid year. If I'm on Boost Mobile and I have my Galaxy S7, just say, and I wait 11 months and 30 days, and I change phones and change back, it restarts back to day one. So that right there is one of the biggest things I hate about it. So I mean, it's like one solid year before they'll actually unlock your phone.
Look at this guy.
I got somebody joined in there. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Chilling out, man. Chilling out. I'm actually watching the replay here. It seems to be going kind of smooth, but then it stutters every now and again. So sorry about that, guys. Don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight, man. I heard a lot of people are having issues with some stuff tonight. So
it's lagging a lot. It's it's pretty laggy.
Hopefully Cricket ain't shutting me down, man.
Is it more laggy on my end or on John's end, or is it both?
Just the video in general.
All video in general.
It's doing a little circly thing every once in a while. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay. See, because you're coming in nice and clear, so that means my internet connection is just fine. It's just something with YouTube
and everything's coming in clear on my end. So I don't know.
Yeah, because if it was my internet, then it would just drop, or it would be like real weird. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And my YouTube app is updated. It never works 100% for everyone anyway. So
it keeps kicking me out. Okay.
I think it's a Hangouts thing. I think it's just a Hangouts thing.
Hangouts.
Well, when I told you, bro, I was trying to update and save everything. It would not let me save everything. So I think it's a YouTube thing tonight, bro.
Yeah, that's all connected. Do you remember the other day when we were live for like 6 minutes and we didn't even know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning of this stream here, it was he was showing it was live and he was talking, but on my end, on my phone, it was showing that people was waiting to watch, and then it eventually went live. So it may be having the same problems y'all had the other night. So maybe at the beginning we should have just ended it and tried to refresh it all and start over again at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of too late for that. But no hustles. Yeah. What's up, man?
What's going on? What are we talking about?
What triggers me about all carriers and all phones, man? Just in general, what triggers you about phones?
God.
I knew you would love this video, bro. I knew you would love it. So we've already went through the paying your phone bill at a store, that whatever, at different particular stores. We talked about locked devices, on carriers. We talked about, what was the first one we hit, CV Tech? Just so I can bring them up to speed.
Uh,
What was the first thing, bro?
I done forgot, man.
Uh,
Man, don't ask me to remember what happened 5 minutes ago because I done forgot what it is. You know, everybody knows I got a terrible memory. Short-term memory is awful for me.
all right. So, yeah, Mill Hustle. So we haven't hit
These
anything
days,
like
bro,
Samsung or LG or
these
Motorola,
days,
anything like that yet.
everything triggers me about mobile carriers. I hate everything about them. Everything.
Bro, we're trying to get sponsors, bro. Chill out, man.
Well, honestly, here lately, a lot of manufacturers has been, doing the same thing. Because I mean, like we mentioned in the past couple of videos, stuff like that, is the fact that they're pushing out these flagship phones, so close together and everything. And it's like people are just run of the mill. Okay, the S9's coming out. We'll just go ahead and get the S9. Blah blah blah. And if they waited 18, 24 months to release a new phone, then people might be more excited about it when it does come out.
What do you think, Mill Hustles?
I mean, it depends in particular what like I said, there's always something that's good about mobile carriers, but then there's always the regulation, the policy that makes it suck.
Right. Like for instance, let's just start off. Let's just go ahead and get Cricket out the way, okay? Cricket activation fee, upgrade fee. Let me see what else we got with Cricket. 6 months to unlock your phone.
Crap devices to choose from.
Exactly.
Yeah, the devices are just, for some reason, the devices are just not up to snuff with the Metro ones. For some reason, I don't know why they fell behind so bad. They used to be pretty much neck and neck, even better sometimes.
I mean, in 2015, Cricket devices were way better than Metro devices. And then suddenly Metro started picking it up and Cricket started to fall back.
I mean, I think, honestly, with Cricket, it's best to buy a cheap phone for a port in and just buy a good unlocked phone and be done with it.
Yeah, or I was telling a lot of people that said, hey, I like the Cricket service, but it's just y'all just have a really bad selection and I need something new. I started telling people and told the franchisor, we might as well start buying older flagships and selling those.
Exactly. I mean, it's like what I've been saying all along. If you buy an unlocked phone, then you can use hotspot. I know that's something that Cricket don't like, but you got hotspot with the unlimited without having to and everything, and then plus you don't have all the bloatware and junk that comes on the phones when you buy an unlocked phone. So I mean, it's best to save up the money if you want to get a phone for like free, like $20 on Cricket and a port in to use for like a couple of months, so you can save up the money to buy a good unlocked phone. That's the best way to go.
Hey, can
Cricket
somebody
doesn't like it? I love it.
Hey, can somebody check Down Detector, man, to see if YouTube or Hangouts is down or Google services in general? Because I think that's what it is, man.
CV, did you catch that?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
If Cricket doesn't like it, I love it.
Yep. I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
All right, we could do this. Hold on. Let me get out the call and then come back in the call.
I'm looking right now, bro. I'm looking right now.
All right, I'm gonna get
There's
out
an
the
outage.
call.
There's a really big outage.
Okay.
Since 2 p.m.
Since 2 p.m. Okay, so that's
and
what
it's
it is.
mainly on the East Coast.
Yep.
Typical.
There you
East
go.
Coast and Midwest.
Typical. It's always the East Coast.
Okay. So this should play out good on the replay. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for sticking with us through
People
the
can't
outage.
even upload videos. There's a chance that this video is going to have a lot of trouble saving.
Now, actually, I just uploaded a video not long before this video started, so it had no problem uploading. I done a nighttime front camera sample on the blue phone with a flash.
How long ago did you do that? Because these issues are being reported 25, 30 minutes ago.
It's about an hour ago.
Okay, then yeah, this must be new.
Okay, so all right, so let's talk about bloatware. Let's go ahead and just touch on bloatware tonight.
Now is
Because
that?
I see a lot of people talk about bloatware.
Okay, all right. So I guess we're done about phone carriers. I mean,
Okay, no. Okay, we'll keep going with phone carriers. Sorry about that. All right, so we did Cricket, right? Cricket.
So Cricket was mainly the crappy phones, the upgrade fees, activation fees, all that kind of mess, which is
And the
really,
hotspot.
the hotspot. Yeah.
I mean, because everything else, like signal wise, they're great.
Oh, yeah.
Customer service wise, they're pretty much great. You know what I'm saying?
Data
Switching your
solid.
SIM, switching your phones out, not an issue.
Mm-hmm. The biggest problem, is charging $25 just to get a new SIM card. That's just that makes no sense to me. When your old SIM card works just fine.
I think the ISCs are a bunch of dummies. I hate all of them. And I hope an ISC is watching this because I hate y'all. That's another thing, but that's only you know who that is if you work for them.
Yeah. So if you're an ISC from Cricket Wireless, suck it. All right.
And indirect sales extra stupid. I'm an executive.
All right. So
okay.
We're gonna go ahead and go over to Metro PCS. What triggers us?
I'm sorry, bro. Guys, if 1 month I'm on all of John's streams and he only makes like $30 because everything's been demonetized, it's my fault.
Oh, it's all right, dude. I'm like less than half of what I was making in December, bro. So
me too,
yeah, man.
Me too. Don't feel.
By the way, guys, Super Chat is wide open. Like, go ahead and hit them $ or whatever. Yeah, we definitely need them right now.
Yeah, Super Chat has been extremely low.
Oh man! All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Metro PCS.
Now, okay, Metro PCS. Poncho here says, I wish Metro swapping phones made easy like Cricket. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this here. On my Blade Z Max, I actually took the Metro SIM card out of that phone, and I actually put it into another phone, and it actually worked. Now,
it doesn't sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes. Not guaranteed.
I mean, I put it in an Unlock Moto E4, it worked. I put it in another Metro phone, it worked. So I don't know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it ain't.
Yeah, but you can really screw up your stuff because if it doesn't change in the system, oh man, then you're gonna have heck to pay right there because then you're gonna have to call, tell them what you're in, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it works for a while, but then sometimes you'll switch it over and it just won't switch. Then your phone, then your SIM card will be all jacked because it won't know which phone it's in anymore.
Yeah.
Another thing, going back to Cricket real quick with the SIM card swap thing, you can only do that so many times. There's times where I've switched the SIM card into like 20 different phones, and eventually I had to get a new one.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. It does happen sometimes.
Because I change SIM cards all the time on Cricket, and so far so good. I don't know.
But keep an eye out.
You can damage your SIM card, bro. Like that's a thing.
So what ticks y'all off and triggers you about Metro, other than the crappy service?
That's the main thing, the crappy service. And then how they tell you, oh, we're going to send a software update to your phone and that should fix it, and it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No, the one for me is their whole 3-month upgrade thing. But if you're not in the 3-month upgrade thing, then you're going to be paying full-blown retail price. And if you upgrade your phone, you cannot return it. I don't care if you just bought the phone, paid for the phone a minute ago, you open that box and it doesn't work, you can't return it. You can't refund it. You have to call the manufacturer.
On Metro?
On Metro, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, whenever I got my Blade Z Max, and they told me that anything went wrong with the phone, if it don't work, if it gets problems,
that's the first time you buy a phone. Your first, when you start an account, it's called the Metro Promise. You have 7 days or 1 hour of talk time. Yep. But if you upgrade your phone, it's right on the back of every receipt. If you upgrade your phone, you are not eligible for a refund or whatever. Literally,
I didn't hear that a while ago, so my bad.
So,
but I believe my biggest issue with Metro is the out of the city coverage is just terrible. You can call them, you can call Metro, you can call T-Mobile. and they'll say, well, they're working with towers and you'll have service on this date, and 6 months later there's still no service. And actually the coverage map, when they update it, is worse than it was before. And that's my biggest problem with Metro. They have great plans, they have decent customer service, they have awesome phones, they got really good deals. But I believe the biggest problem with them, like I say, is their coverage, man.
Yeah. I mean, they'd rather you get a new line than upgrade your plan. They all they want is that activation. That's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Because every new line they get paid basically. So you have something wrong with your phone, or just get another port in, get another phone or whatever. So
exactly.
Also with Metro PCS, yeah, I just don't like some of their underhanded things, man. Like, if you want to switch out a phone, you got to buy a $10 SIM card. You got to buy this, you got to buy that. It's just a lot of things. I mean, they do have it all posted though. I got to give it to them on that one. They actually have it posted on the wall. So, you know what I'm saying? So when you have an issue, you literally just point your finger and like, look, that's there you are.
Yeah, there it is. So I mean, okay. So I think now that we got that Metro out of the way, how about let's go into Boost Mobile?
Okay, no hustles. Are you good with the Metro?
I mean, as a customer, yeah. As an employee, that's another story. But yeah, everything's cool other than their horrible coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, if you're in a big city, you're golden. But as soon as you get out of that city, it's over.
They should change their name to only Metro because they only work in the Metro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, right? People always complain to me, right? And they're like, "Oh, well, it didn't work when I, went out of town and I did this." I'm like, "Bro, it's called Metro PCS. What part of Metro did you not understand?"
Like at my house, Metro PCS gets either 1 bar of LTE or nothing, and it jumps back and forth. That's it.
At my house,
you either get 1 LTE or you get the little wheel spinning where the signal bars are, where it's looking for something, or like the SIM card's initializing.
At my house, Metro has nothing. I put my Metro phone in my windshield mount, and I had to drive probably a quarter to half a mile before I even got 1 bar of service, and even then it wasn't working. And sitting in my house, I can sometimes pull 1 bar of LTE, but as soon as you touch the phone, no service, and there is nothing. You can't. I mean, Wi-Fi calling works, but when it wants to, but that's it.
Oh, it's because you're holding the phone the wrong way. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, if you even get near your phone, you hit no service.
Look, just like John Ledger said, you got to move your house. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, let's go ahead and go with Boost Mobile.
Yeah, 1 second. Robert Allen says, "What triggers me about Metro is claiming they have service in areas where they have no service." Exactly. I mean,
oh
my area.
God, bro, the coverage map is such a lie.
The coverage maps, dude, man, I have been saying this over and over again. Never go by coverage maps. If you want to know what kind of coverage you have in your area, call the company. They have real coverage maps. Because see, Metro in my area said that I was in a satisfactory area for coverage everywhere in my area. When I actually called Metro, they said you were in a no coverage area. I said, well, why does your map show I'm in a coverage area? And it was silence. The same way with Cricket. Cricket AT&T shows me in a top voice coverage area. But when I actually called Cricket, they says, or AT&T, they said you're in a weak voice coverage area, but you're in a strong LTE area.
I love the way they say 99% of Americans are covered. Yeah, maybe by some voice coverage. They don't have LTE everywhere. They're very misleading on their advertising.
Yeah, and I would say that T-Mobile is the worst in their coverage map Coverage map, their coverage maps is just bogus. It's just no.
Hello, little Josie world. I missed that. And Rosie Jane says, I have cricket and I'm only getting 2 bars, sometimes only 1. And what's funny is at my house, I almost always only get 2 bars and it works great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And see, at my house, I have 2 towers that are about the same distance apart from me. One is a band 12 tower. One is a band 17 tower. The band 17 tower, I cannot make a phone call if I had to. Hook to band 12, phone calls all day long. It's weird. That's why I wish I could select my own band, because if I was on band 12, phone calls all day. Band 17, nothing.
Maybe they should make that as an option. All right. So Boost Mobile, man, what you guys think about Boost Mobile?
I would say with me, first of all, with Boost Mobile would be the sporadic coverage in a lot of areas. Now, of course, in my area, Boost Mobile is strong. Boost Mobile is about everywhere you go, except for in my immediate area where I live, where voice coverage actually has got better, but data coverage is still pathetic. But I don't really have much to say about Boost Mobile, to be honest with you.
I mean, they're pretty good. Like I like how they switch up their deals a lot. They're always trying to grab customers in. It's like they used to be hip, man. And it's like nowadays it's like they're not, man. They used to be on top of the world, man, literally, and they just kind of fell from grace.
And I think a lot of things with Boost Mobile is also they help you out. There's times where if you're having a lot of problems with your service or phone, sometimes they'll just give you a month of service for free. And I've never got that from any other carrier ever. I mean, they got, like I say, they got really good online deals. They got really good port-in deals in store. And yes, there might be some fees here and there, but I believe overall, they're pretty solid. And people want to blame Boost Mobile for having bad coverage, but you can't blame the MVNO. You got to blame the actual carrier, which is Sprint. The same way with Metro PCS. You can't blame Metro for the poor service whenever T-Mobile is the main. So, it's just like people give Boost Mobile a hard time because of the coverage, but it ain't Boost Mobile's fault. It's Sprint.
Well, like my service for Cricket. Oh, I was gonna say real quick. Remember when there was a Cricket outage for like literally like days? Like it was like 1 or 2 days, bro. Like nothing. It was just nothing. No signal anywhere pretty much in the United States, right? What did they give us a refund? They refunded us like 2 days of service, like $3 or $5.
And if that would have been Boost Mobile, they'd probably give you a whole month of service for free. Your whole next month would have been free. Before, because I had them for 2 solid years, and they gave me deal after deal after deal because of issues I was having with my coverage in my area. The only thing, I mean, if I could get a Sprint Magic Box, that would eliminate every single problem I have in my house with having data and voice. But in order to get a Sprint Magic Box, because it does work on Boost Mobile, is you got to know somebody with Sprint on a Sprint contract or whatever, postpaid, to get that box.
Oh heck! When I worked at Boost Mobile, we had a Sprint box in the back, bro, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, man, you see the service is great." You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because there's a Sprint box sitting right back there.
Exactly. Because there's one Boost store right in the middle of town where for some reason Boost coverage is horrible, and you go in there and you got full service. So yeah, I know what you mean. They fake you out. I mean, they all got them. They all got them signal boosters in them. Yeah.
All right. Mel Hustles, man. What do you think about Boost, bro?
I mean, they're not too bad. I mean, they used to be pretty difficult as far as getting your account number. But I was just, just like CV said earlier, just tell them it doesn't work where I'm at and they'll give it to you.
Yeah,
That
and
yeah, but other than that, everything is cool now.
yeah, and you know, and honestly,
Sometimes it takes some time to get someone on the phone, but
hmm you know, one thing I want to mention about Boost Mobile as well is for the fact that I just forgot what I was going to say.
Oh boy. We got 17 likes. Come on, guys. I know you can do better than that. We got 30 people watching. I want to see 30 likes up there. But
Yeah,
anyway.
30 likes. But Boost Mobile, okay, yeah, covers maps. I believe now this is just my personal opinion. I believe that Boost and Sprint covers maps are the nearest to accurate. Now, all of them are fake. All of them will, tell you they got service where they don't. Now, I believe that their data, their LTE, is more deceptive than their voice because in my media area, it shows me my voice being in a fair, okay, and it is in fair. I can go to places where it says Roman, I'm in Roman. Places where it says no service, there's no service. I've not really been anywhere where it says great service and I have no service at all with Boost Mobile. Their data is deceptive though, but their voice is pretty daggone accurate.
oh, I wanted to tell y'all something. Um, did y'all know that to get your account number, going back a little bit from AT&T, if you're on a bundled plan, like let's say you have phone, internet, and cable all bundled into one bill, there's a completely separate account number for your phones themselves you have to call and get.
Wow.
I learned that my last few days at Cricket. And nowadays, when people port from Sprint postpaid to a prepaid carrier, they make it so difficult. Like they will try to drag you on as long as you can until you give up.
That's why I always just say no to postpaid because it's just a bunch of a hassle. I also can go prepaid where I make my payment every month. If I can't make my payment, then it'll be cut off for a couple of days. Make a payment, you're back up running again, no late fees. Now some may charge late fees, but I know but uh, you know, most of them don't. So don't Metro charge late fees if you're late on your payment?
Everybody does.
No. Let me tell you something a little bit about Metro. Okay. So obviously, let's say from the 1st to the 30th, right? That's your plan. So every first of the month you pay your plan, right? Let's say one particular month, you know what I'm saying, you have a hard time, rough time, whatever. Maybe you spent a little bit too much on beer or whatever the case may be, and you can't pay your bill, right? So let's say you can't pay your bill all the way till the 25th, right? So you pay your bill on the 25th and you think you're getting a full month of service. Oh no, sir. You're only getting that 5 days of service. So you got to be very careful when you pay your bill because they'll let you go ahead and pay your bill and won't even tell you nothing. But there's a thing where you pay $5 to reset your bill date. You know what I'm saying? Bill reset date or whatever. That's what it's called. I think that's what it was called. But yeah, so if you're on Metro PCS and I would say maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days is okay. Other than that, the guys do not pay your bill, later than that because you will only get that many days of service.
Wow.
Hey,
I've literally had
BridgePay.
BridgePay. I've literally had a person pay their bill. The next day it's shut off. And then when they come in to complain, they say, oh, yeah, well, you paid your bill, for the month or whatever. And they only got 1 day of service, bro.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, there was a glitch like that on RQ, the system we use at Cricket. A lady was doing a whole bunch of account changes, and she paid her bill. We had a receipt and everything, and her phone got cut off. Cricket had no record of the bill when we had a receipt with an invoice number and everything. You know what we had to do? We had to manually enter the bill again. Not only did she get a bill credit after the fact, we lost $25, and her bill next month was going to be even lower because of that glitch.
Wow. Rose Jane says, so do you think Boost Mobile is better than Cricket? Well, we can all sit here and say Cricket's better than Boost. Boost is better than Cricket. It all depends on your area. It all depends on if you want to be capped at 8 megabits per second, or if you in a good boost area where you want to get full speeds. You know, it all
CB,
really.
MTR, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Cricket, Metro, and Boost, those three in particular, and Straight Talk, I have to add them. Straight Talk in particular, they have the most ridiculous customers sometimes. I'm not being politically correct about it. It gets more and more ridiculous as time passes. It's crazy.
Customer service or customers?
Customers.
Oh yeah. I gotta change Little John. So just go ahead, guys, and take over for a sec.
But I mean, as far as but I mean, I don't like to tell anybody anymore, you know, about you should go with Boost Mobile, you should go with Metro, because it's all about the coverage. It's all about, you know, what works best for you, and you know what you prefer. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. I mean, I don't think that any carrier is better than the other. It just really all depends on your coverage area where you live, and what's best for you.
I'm honestly thinking of switching to Verizon prepaid, bro.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
The reason why, I mean, it's just I just can't. I mean, even though I got 2 phone bills right now with Cricket and Boost, I mean, just having one line with Verizon, $80 a month plus tax for unlimited, I just can't see that. I just can't see it.
I don't think I'm gonna do unlimited because I've gone this entire month on the 5 gigabyte plan myself on Cricket. But I had a bill credit, so my bill was lower. So I just, as of a few hours ago, went to the unlimited plan again. But I don't think I'm going to do unlimited with Verizon unless I have like a really good job. Yeah. But I might do the $50 plan for like 7 gigs, $40 for 3, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. On Boost Mobile right now, I'm paying $35 for 6 gigs because I bought the phone and activated it from Walmart.
Oh, okay.
So it's instead of 3 gigabytes for 35, I get 6 gigs for 35. So that's a good deal. That's a good deal, solid deal, and it works. I mean, and like I said, the reason why I have it is because, you know, with Cricket, you know, I use unlocked phones. I use hotspot all the time when I'm at home because my home Wi-Fi is really bad. So I have to use my hotspot on Cricket all the time because of that. But voice calls in my house with Cricket are very unreliable. So therefore, therefore Boost Mobile, since they actually increased coverage in my area for voice, I get every single phone call and no problems, and I can talk just as clear as if I was on Verizon. And so that's people like, why do you have 2 phones? Well, you know, one, because I want to, and you know, number 2 is because of what I just told. You know. What you know. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's a little steep, a little expensive, and you know, like I told everybody on my, you know, on my channel, you know, that you know people want to see me go live. That want me to do live streams. You know, that's what my second. You know, I said, you know, that I can't afford 2 lines really, and if people wants me to do more live streams, then hey, I'll get a Cricket line, second line, unlimited, and you know, that's what super chats are for. You know,
right.
What's up? Where'd my horses go?
He's still in here. His mic's on mute right now.
Gotcha. Oh man, so what's going on?
We were just talking about why I have 2 lines of service instead of 1.
So while we're on Boost.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with Boost. I mean, there's not really much to say negative about Boost. I mean, except for maybe the spotty coverage and especially if you're on the West Coast or in the Midwestern states, you know, in the Dakotas or Montana or in like, you know, in the mountainous states, you can have a lot of there's just no coverage with Boost Mobile or Sprint.
Hey, real quick, going back, doesn't Metro have a new 10 gig for $35 a month plan, and I think it includes hotspot?
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw it on our friends over at Prepaid Phone News. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. They're just giving everything away.
too much competition, man. I mean, it's just way too much competition.
Hey, Luke Tech, what's up, man? Thank you for being a sponsor. So, as you guys can see, his name is in green. He gets the little MTR badge right there, and he can also use a special. He can also use a special emoji. Luke Tech, if you want to show him that special emoji, you can select or whatever. So that's $5 a month, guys. If you want to go ahead and do that, become a sponsor to the channel.
That's, and that's why I really wish Metro was good in my area, because Metro, they just put out so much good stuff, and I mean, and T-Mobile's got a lot of really nice MVNOs that has unlimited plans for super cheap, and they work good. And you'll see a new carrier come out, and it'll be like ridiculous cheap unlimited plans, and you'll say on the T-Mobile network, and you're like, well, that counts me out,
Sorry, I was playing with the little emoji. Can you see the emoji?
Yeah.
Pissing on cricket. Yeah, that's only available to the sponsors, and the more sponsors we have, the more emojis I can add. I only got 2 sponsors at the moment, so I can only add 1 emoji. So pretty cool.
So I think we're done. Unless you got something else to say, I think we're kind of done with the carriers. So now comes the fun part.
Oh Lord, the phones,
the manufacturers.
Oh man,
Samsung, Apple, all the ridiculousness prices they're charging for their phones.
ZTE, no updates.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to start.
I tell you, we can go all night with this, man.
Lordy. All right, who? Okay, what phone manufacturer do we want to start with, guys?
I'll be muting for a second because I'm going to turn my car on, because I'm telling you,
All right. What phone manufacturer do we want to start with? What triggers us? LG, Samsung,
ZTE,
Apple. Man, why you got to go straight for my heart, bro?
Oh, we got to go ZTE, man, already.
Why we got to go straight for the heart, man? Come on, man. Let's leave that one.
We all know that ZTE is boss.
Well, we got to save the best for last, and I'm not talking about ZTE last.
Oh, he's talking about Huawei. I think he loves Huawei.
Well, I'm a big fan of Huawei. I'm a big fan of Huawei.
I know you are. Let's talk about LG, because I'm not really an LG fan. I think
me either. I can't stand LG, man.
Okay, Hustles is kind of an LG fan, or maybe he's gone away from them. All right, let's see. We got a lot of Excel.
I've gone sour on them.
I've gone sour on them. Okay.
Yeah,
we got a lot of LG, Apple. Go with LG, Apple, ZTE.
All these cords.
Cordy, man.
You never know. You might need cords, man.
Oh man, it was a crazy. Well, maybe I shouldn't even say that. I was going to mention something, but I don't think I should. All right, so let's see. A lot of people are saying Apple. Huawei gang. Jeez Louise. How about we start off with something kind of neutral-ish? We can start off with Cool Pad.
Man, are they even doing anything? Is Cool Pad even doing anything?
I mean, they had that one kind of sleeper hit. The kind of, what was that phone? The Cool Pad Canvas. I think that was.
They had the Cool Pad Canvas.
Mm-hmm. But I think they kind of hit. They kind of hit on that one pretty well. Like
they did, but the problem that I seen with the Cool Pad Canvas is that after using it for a while, the phone started to really slow down. I know mine did.
I didn't use it that much.
Yeah, see, when I first got it, man, and I first started using it, I mean, that thing was blazing fast. It worked really good. I was like, man, this phone is awesome. And then after a while, I mean, even with no more other downloads on apps, I mean, just updating the apps as they come along, it became so laggy. I'm not really sure why. I even gave it a factory reset, and it was just giving all kinds of trouble. So not really sure what was going on there.
That data they're collecting from you, sending over to Chinese servers. That's what it is.
I reckon, man. And then they had that, and then they had that really nice unlock phone, that CoolPad Conjure, which I believe was pretty much the same phone as the T-Mobile Rebel Plus. It looked the same, just different color or different accent, stuff like that. So that phone looked pretty nice, but never went for it.
Yeah, CoolPad Canvas. Little John threw it in the toilet or tub one time and it got messed up. So I mean, I can't really fault him for that. I can't really fault him for that. I mean, obviously it's not waterproof. It's not rated to be underwater. So, I did a couple of reviews on it. It was pretty cool, pretty good. I didn't use it much. Little John was using it quite a bit, and then he just decided to take a bath with it. And literally,
that was all she wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a decent little phone. I mean, I can't knock it too bad because I mean, it did work good, but it just it's just like one day it began to really lag, and so I was like, well, I'll give it a factory reset, and I started adding some apps back to it, and it just started getting very sluggish. And I thought, I don't know about this, so I just kind of retired it, man.
All right. So CoolPad. They're kind of like the same-ish. It's like they're kind of like, they're trying to be hip, they're trying to be cool, but I mean, they're just not really,
Cool.
Just like same. Go ahead.
CoolPad might be like top dog overseas, because I heard that overseas CoolPad is really hitting it off over there, but here they ain't doing a whole lot,
I mean, they got like 2 to 3 million followers on Facebook. And they put a post, and it only comes like with 1 like or 2 likes. I thought I would, bro. They featured me on their Facebook channel, and I'm like, man, I'm about to blow up. You know what I'm saying? It literally only got 2 likes,
man,
out of 3 million followers on Facebook.
That's crazy. It's crazy. You figured that'd have been good for at least couple thousand subs,
Yeah, man. I thought I was gonna wake up and have like, I don't know, at least 1 million subs, like, hey, damn, CoolPad coming through. Nothing, bro. I didn't even see. Didn't even put a dent in that thing. Nothing. Right. Let's see here. So
and if I'm not answering any comments, it's because I don't have my comments on right now. So I apologize for that, y'all.
All right, so let's go ahead and go with another one that's kind of been sleeping around or whatever, not really doing much. I guess we'll go ahead and go with Kyocera.
Kyocera is one brand that I would love to see make a surprising comeback and really surprise everybody with like an awesome phone.
Yes, man. Yes. Like their phones have been kind of like, whatever, kind of not, the battery's not too well, but they have some great waterproofing on it. They have some great durability. Can you just imagine, man, like a real powerhouse Kyocera phone with a waterproofing and, with durability, military grade standard? Man, that would be so dope. And with a big old battery in it. Man, that would be like my phone, bro. That's the only phone I would rock, literally. Like, I would drop ZTE in a heartbeat if Kyocera came out with some really nice phone. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Kyocera's downfall was when they started making smartphones, because when they were out making basic phones, they were king, pretty much.
They were. I mean, Kyocera, they had the reception. They had strong antennas. They made very good call. I mean, they were solid. I mean, you've seen a lot of Kyocera phones out there, back in the flip phone era and days. And I mean, I had many Kyocera phones back in the day, and they all worked phenomenally well. And they outlasted the majority of any phone that I ever had, back in the day.
Little John just took off my hat and my glasses. So there goes my persona right there, Little John. What the heck, man? He literally just took my stuff and ran with it. So no hat, no glasses for right now.
Yeah, I mean, if Kyocera would make a phone with like a 5.5-inch display, mil spec, dust, shock, water resistance, and have really nice cameras and dual blasting front firing speakers and just a really good hardware and software, and it would really be nice, something like a really good processor, plenty of ROM and RAM, just I don't know if we'll
at least something with a at least a can I have my hat back, Little John? Oh my god, this kid's like wrecking me tonight. All right, so yeah, I want to at least see something with a 5.5 inch. I'm not putting this thing on, Little John, because then you're gonna take it away from me again. He's tricking me. He likes my Zelda hat. Oh my god, man! I almost had tears in my eyes, bro. I went to Walmart and he took my hat off my head, and I didn't really pay attention, bro. And he like dropped my hat somewhere in the produce section.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, man, I could not. And like, if you go to Target, man, you can't find these hats no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure I could have got it somewhere online or something like that, man. I was so sad. But,
yeah, man. MTR over panicking,
bro. Panicking over a hat. I wouldn't even mind if it was my phone, but it was my
Zelda hat, man.
Zelda hat, man. It's got to be, man. It says it right there. It's actually like real branding and all that. Zelda, actually from Nintendo and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, that's a nice hat, man.
Love it. This guy, what's his Dead Little Real? My daily driver is the ZT Blade Z Max.
There you
go. I wish I could sell 5, man, but it just John eating them pepperoncinis. Nah, I'm actually eating banana peppers.
I tell you, you can't beat the Blade Z Max, man. The Blade Z Max is, I mean, that phone is just, it's crazy. I mean, that phone was made perfect. In my opinion,
I have had a few stutters here and there, but very, very few for what the price and all that stuff. I mean, I got it for free, obviously. So
yeah, I got it free myself.
Well, no, I mean, I got it free. Like I didn't even have to go to the store; they sent it to me from ZTE.
Oh yeah, but I got it free in the port in, so I got it free in the port in. So I mean, that's close enough. But I mean, yeah, I mean that phone. I mean, octa-core 435 processor ain't the most powerful in the world, but I gotta say, it works really good with that phone. And other than a few little, every phone. I mean, there's some people that say that these new flagship phones, they have no lag whatsoever. I don't believe it. All phones and all phones can lag up. All phones can stutter. That's just the way it is.
Oh yeah, just put it in my hands, bro. I'll get that thing to stutter. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, but for what you're getting in that phone, it's solid. I mean, it's just solid. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, Alcatel Idol 5, man. It's just the screen is too small, man. If the screen was screen, I just find myself not using it because the screen size. Like, I just can't, man. Like, I don't know, for some reason, I just can't get over that fact, man. Like, you put the two phones side by side, man. It's just like, I can't get over the fact of the screen sizes, man.
Well, that's the only thing. Well, I mean, this blue phone right here is 5.2, and honestly, with my small hands, I don't mind the 5.2-inch phone. My Galaxy S7's got a 5.1-inch display, so that to me is perfect. But that's just because I got small hands,
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's nice to have a 6-inch display for like media stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna look at Google Play. Dang, Little John's being loud. He's banging on the walls because we're talking about his favorite manufacturer, ZTE. Man, he loves some ZTE, man. His Blade Spark, bro. He plays on that thing every day, day and night. Never any problems, never any issues. Because trust me, if Little John has a problem with a phone, he's gonna give it right back to me, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to figure it out. So he can't talk.
Yeah,
but, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, ZTE has come a long way, and to me, the only ones who sits there and talks junk about ZTE a lot of times about all ZTE phones is ones who just see ZTE as a phone that was junk 5 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
All ZTE phones.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys the difference here in a 5.2 and a 6-inch display. I just want to show you guys real quick if I can get this thing to go. Land. Okay, here we go. It was locked in portrait for some reason. That was weird. Okay, so as you guys can see here, like the screen size on this thing is just, it's just so much different, man. Like so, I can't get over that, man. Especially like if I'm watching content or whatever. It's like, you know, you got this big old phone in your hand, and then you got this like smaller phone in your hand. It just, that's the only thing to me. So, like,
I mean, to me, if as long as you know, with me having a Galaxy S7 with the 5.1-inch display, that's about the minimum I want to go in a screen size, unless it's an iPhone.
Yeah. Now, if they would have made it 5.5, I would have been all with it. 5.5 is like that's it, my limit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can go 5.1, 5.2. That's no problem with me. On an iPhone, I can go 4-inch, 4.7-inch, but that's just an iPhone. But yeah, as far as Android, you know, 5.1 is my bare minimum. I can use a 5-inch phone if I have to, but you know, I can deal with the 5.1 on my S7 because the phone is just flat out awesome. You know,
Vincent D says I'm happy with my iPhone SE 4-inch. How, bro? I can't.
Well, see, I am too. Right now, I'm using my iPhone SE right now, and 4-inch display. And for an iPhone, you just don't need that much real estate unless you want to watch a lot of media content. I mean, I can do everything one-handed on an iPhone, and it just does not feel that small to me. Now, a 4-inch Android phone, there's no way in the world. There's no way. But an iPhone, it just seems different.
Oh, like it's more made for it or something like that.
Yeah, I mean it's like the iPhone SE. It's like it's just made for the 4-inch display. Yeah, it's nice to have a 4.7-inch display, like you know, like on the 6S, 7, 8, whatever. But you know, especially if you want to watch like a lot of media content, like movies or YouTube or whatever, it's nice to have a 4.7, 5.5-inch display on an iPhone. But for overall basic usage, I mean, the SE design to me is the perfect design for the iPhone. But for an Android, no, 4-inch does not fly.
Where's his stuff at, John?
What stuff?
His phone or his tablet. I mean,
his tablet's in there charging, but his phone, he should have his phone. I can't look it up right this second because I'm live. Let me see here. Okay, so what is everybody's sweet spot when it comes to phones? What is everybody's sweet spot, like inches wise? Life is a game of inches, I guess. So don't go over 5 inches. I have small hands, guys. A lot of people think that I have like big hands, but no, I have small, tiny hands. I have like girl hands.
Yeah. My hand is real small.
What? All right. I don't want to. Okay. Well, guys, it's about 11:15 anyway, so I do have to go ahead and get off of here. Little John's got school tomorrow, so let's go ahead and kind of wrap it up.
All right.
know I got a good amount of people watching. Thank you guys for watching. As always, coming up in here, we got 30 viewers solid tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
It's been awesome, y'all. Thanks for ready for joining in. And hey, we didn't get to not even a fraction of the comments tonight because there was a lot of good comments coming in, and we didn't get to really hardly any of them. Now we apologize for that.
Yeah, so we'll be here tomorrow night as usual, live streaming. Hopefully CV Tech can join me. Hopefully Mill Hustles can join me.
Hopefully,
will you be going live at all?
Tonight I don't see it happening, man. Tonight I don't see it happening. You know, iPhone's going dead. I'm getting kind of sleepy as well. It's been kind of a long day, so my eyes are getting heavy. I got about 20-minute drive home, so probably going to go home and crash.
Dang, how did the dislikes jump that fast, bro? Everybody go ahead and leave a like that's watching real quick. We got 26 dislikes and 25 likes.
Man, I tell you, people ain't got nothing better to do but just sit there and make a bunch of accounts and just hit this dislike. That's just
It don't matter to me, man. It's not gonna do nothing to change anything. So,
just cause they got dislikes, they hit likes or dislikes. So that means they still watched the video and they still interacted with it.
Yeah, some dislikes ain't gonna make me go nowhere.
Exactly.
All right, peace out, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be up there tomorrow. We'll be up here tomorrow night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Have a good night, y'all.
All right, have a good night. Oh, follow us on social media, please, man. We really want to get out there on the social media front too.
Yeah, Twitter. Hit us up there.
Retweet. All right. Peace out, guys.